Yeah, Jablax Mosiah and Michael Mosiah, perfect combination. Bernal Babylon choir. Lay them out, Michael Mosiah and your culture shock. And I say, let your rise and all the enemies them be scattered and let them that eat the feed before them melt as wax before the blazing fire. And I say, culture shock keep the fire blazing,
They can't hide. No for them a slip and them a slide. Can't hide. No for them a slip and them a slide. Mosiah, you can't dey him. And you a trample corruption. Whoa!
Yes, listeners, once again, we have the opportunity to speak to Yasus Afari. Yasus Afari, we all know, no stranger to the program. Every time him grace the UK and come in a Birmingham Veg, we always take the opportunity to link up with him and talk to him about all the initiative that he's involved with. There is a special event that's happening this Friday at the Drum, and we'll go into that some more. But let me kind of catch up with Yasus. Yasus, greet the listeners first.
Yes, give thanks, Mosiah, and give thanks to the Sting community and family, and give thanks to Birmingham Veg and everyone in the UK and beyond. It's always an honor, as I don't say, I give that level of support from 2007 when I come here for the first time, and the consistency is evident. We are here again. So greetings, Rastafari live, give thanks.
Yes, I give thanks for that. So, Yasus, we know that you've been involved with a lot of initiatives, and I always talk about them. But one main thing that I want you to actually kind of give the listeners an insight to is the Poetry Festival. There's a Poetry Festival that has been established in Jamaica. Tell us about that.
Well, yes. We always try to advance poetry and use it as a vehicle to pass on some information to the people, and inspiration and empowerment and entrepreneurship, self-help, And when we check the levels, Jamaica has never, ever had a Jamaica Poetry Festival. And we figure the time come, and if others won't do it, then I are at the forefront of the poetry, so we have a duty for self-help. So we just decided to stage the inaugural staging. Actually, was on the 14th of August. And we got the support of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. So they are a major sponsor and partner. And we also got the support of Grace Kennedy through JIC, Jamaica International Insurance Company from Grace Kennedy. Among others, really, Fontana Pharmacy, Visual Vibe, Monographic Printers, RFM supported the initiative, the Gleaner supported the initiative. So we get support from a wide cross-section of the community. And then we just pull together the poets, the self-evident ones who were available, that is, because we checked Okonuru. He should have been in Canada. That didn't materialize, but we didn't know that until after the event was being promoted. But Muta Baruka was a headliner along with myself. Rastakura, Kai Faulkner, Ras Jaja, Stepper, Anne-Marie Wilmot, Sage, Royal African Soldiers, Rastakura, well, he's a part of Royal African Soldiers, among a few others who name might be a bit elusive now. And then we have Maka Diamond, because we are also trying to build bridges between cultures and people, and between the art forms as well. And so certainly that was a bridge between poetry and the DJ dancehall community, and that worked well in my opinion. And so the event was on the 14th, and we had a thunderstorm up to minutes after 6, and we had a 7 o'clock start. And we really have a perfect track record for this year. All events start on the dot of time. And I think I'm going to say give thanks to the Most High Jah, Rastafari, because we had a thunderstorm in Jamaica up to minutes after 6. And it's a poetry event as well. And people came out at 7, that we could have a 7 o'clock start, and the place was packed. So we know something good happened, And we just give thanks for that. And so that's the first staging, and so we renew that now. It's another event on the 12th of August next year. Right. And that event, as well as my other 2 events in Jamaica, are officially designated 50th anniversary events.
Right. Yeah, so that's, because we all know next year, 2012, Jamaica celebrating the 50th anniversary. Now, in terms of the other two events that you just remind us about the other two events, because I know one and you're actually going to be doing this Friday, but tell us about the other two.
Well, the other two, on the last Sunday of every February for the past 8 going to 9 years. So the next one will be the 26th of February in Mandeville at the Manchester Golf Club. It's the oldest golf club in the English-speaking Caribbean, so there's a lot of history there as well. And so it's the 26th of February, the 9th staging, and it is also designated an official 50th anniversary event. That one now we bring together comedy, storytelling, fashion, dance, music, poetry, food. We give, all of my events we support a charity, because just like when we learn at church to give tithes and offerings, we not so maybe in the tithes and offering things, I will not designate it that way. But it's always good to make sure, say, we come together and do something. We could have pay our bills and our obligations, and we could have give something to maybe a challenged individual or institution in the community. So it's always like the Hanbury home, the infirmary, children's home, that kind of place. So every year we do that, and we present our charity check at the event for total openness and transparency. And people really admire that and support it, because we honor we commitment and word we put out. So that's the 9th stage of the poetry in motion. And then now, the newest addition to my promotions in Jamaica is the Comedy Show. And we first staged that on the 18th of June 2009 at the St. Elizabeth Technical High School, States in Santa Cruz. That's my so-called alma mater, my past school. And I write my first poem at States. So when they were doing the 48th reunion celebration, that was in 2009, them asked I and I was more than happy and honored. And so me figure say, me did have this idea from about 2003. And you never always, sometimes you can't get all the elements together for the event, but you don't want to do it unless it's right. Somehow, I figure say that time was right, and the elements really come together like so. And so we're able to stage the Comedy Show. We call it the world premiere. We booked Muta Baruka, Amina, Blackwood Mix, Joan Andrea Hutchinson. We carried DYCR, Dufton Shepherd, Dalton Spence, as well as myself and a youth named Richie Innocent. There's a female who was a kind of cameo. I don't remember her name at the moment. And that was a instant, resounding success, which was almost frightening to everyone. I mean, like the school, a youth almost losing work because school employ him to take photos. After the event done, him don't have any photo. And see at the poem default. He laughed so much that he never remember saying have camera. That was a kind of, the writing was on the wall. And we were trying to support the computer lab. I was able to purchase 2 computers and 2 printers cash the following morning and present to the principal. So that was really, really, really tremendously successful. And so we staged it at the Red Bones Cafe, Braemar Avenue in Kingston in July of that same 2009. Very successful. And so it was kind of evident that we have something special. And so we do a one-man version of it in Canada on the 6th of February last year. Movada was in town, Rita Marley was in town, Abijah was in town. Our event was jam-packed. So again, it kind of shows that we have a family where we work. And then now when States now was celebrating its, well, this year is the 50th anniversary of States. It was founded in 61. And so they asked me to bring the comedy as the signature event, because it, you know what I mean, people were just talking about it. And so we did that on the 26th of June this year. We bring the top comedy duo in Jamaica and the Jamaican community and we are in the world right now, IT and Fancy Cat. They have the most popular local TV show in Jamaica at the moment, called the IT and Fancy Cat Show. And so we had them, Dr. Michael Abrahams, who is a gynecologist, tough, listen out to that virgin. Joan Andrea Hutchinson, the one and only, who is the contemporary version of Miss Lou, in Miss Lou's own word. So that speaks for itself. And so we had Cherry Natural, Rastakura, Stepper. My daughter Tana was there as well. Now we had Oral Tracy from TVJ. We had Richie Innocent, who's also a past student at States. We always try to include that youth. Him very good too. And we have Dufton Shepherd, who was there from the 2009 event as well. Among a few others. And that tough, started on time, flew like an oil. The decor was something else. The vibe in the place, you couldn't describe it. You just really have to experience that. And successful financially as well. I was able to start the John Pottinger Entrepreneurial Center with the $100,000 Jamaican dollar PR we bill, and we were able to have something towards the next event.
Not to track like but tell us about that. Jam said that.
John Pottinger. What, my brother, when I was going to States in the 70s, this man was the principal. John Pottinger, we call him Bugs. Him is the very epitome of entrepreneurship and self-sufficiency. States dig a well, acquired 600 acres of land, tractor, guidance counseling department, which we constructed ourselves, A-level program for technical high school in Jamaica, which we started ourselves and put on a 3rd floor for it. Automotive department, self-sufficient for the school community. We had fowl, cow, chicken, egg, talk shop, bleachers, perimeter fence for the school, for the play field, dormitory for the sports people. The list goes on and on and on. And even that year in particular, the government of Michael Manley at the time take back 500,000 from the school. You know, government agencies and so on. If you have unutilized budgetary allocation, them take back that and cut your thing next year because they have money for weeks and this, I get that dust. So with so much, you know, so it was just tremendous and overwhelming. And so me learned so much from that experience that me I said, Jano, the man you have to get an honor. Because you know, say I say, got memory and the spirit of life and time, so we keep the good memories alive. And that was just my effort. So the center now, you know, I mean, the school allow me a certain latitude because I make consistent commitment and what we do so. So them just give me my leeway and me I say, well, the best way, because the man inspired this estates me writing the first poem, so it all come together and we start that now. We presented $100,000 to the school and say, do anything in a John Pottinger name. So we were very happy and learning links, and there's a lady in Wales, the last time we spoke from Wales on the phone, Marianne was with us, she's from the university in Bangor, and they were following on my tour doing a thing called like impact assessment and hard to tell stories, because they just did something on the Jewish Holocaust, and we said, well, I'm to the Malfa, I'm to the, you know, the African Holocaust, and they wanted to see how I articulated that to the students. And so 2 months after the tour in the schools, they went back every fortnight to evaluate and assess the impact of how the story went down, what they retained, what change in attitude and perspective and so on, of not just the students but the teachers as well. So they were there and were impressed as a social engineering feat, telling hard to tell stories in an atmosphere immersed in the typical Jamaican humor, laughter. So the comedy show now, you know, is really an eclectic mix of comedy and poetry. Because I see evidence has shown that laughter make you feel good about yourself. It is therapeutic, it is healthy, it challenges heart problems, blood pressure problems, self-esteem issues. It releases certain chemical where give your body a good feel, so it is kind of healthy. So we want to employ all the resources to make sure so we help take care of people and make them relax and comfortable and let down them guards and let up them defenses, that we can penetrate them with some ideas, some suggestions to make them life improve the minute they walk out of the theatre. And so that is what we are about. And so I come up with this idea which we think is a good formula. Calm you down, relax. Let your hair down. Be easy. We not come for cuss you. We come for embrace you. And we celebrate we failures and we successes. We put up a mirror in front of us. We laugh at ourselves. Not to insult with dignity. Not to insult anyone else's dignity. But we can laugh. We can take kin teeth, keep a heart born, as Miss Lou said. And so, while this is a new concept, it's a concept which I have trademarked in different regions of the world, even though it has been done in Jamaica years ago. We just do it in the UK now. We're doing it through Library of Congress in the USA. We're doing it in Australia, because we're going there. We're going to Africa with it as well.
So, I don't mean to cut it, but so you're saying that the comedy, it born in Jamaica, so to speak, and now you bring it. Is it the UK the first place you're taking it out of Jamaica as comedy as a product?
Perfect. Yes, my brother. So essentially, it's the birthplace is Jamaica. and that was a world premiere.
Yeah.
But at the Broadway Theatre, Catford in London,
So
on the
you
14th of October,
Right.
that's already done.
You done London,
Last Friday at the Broadway Theatre. Hugely successful. Sponsors, attendees, the media, everybody feel good about it. So it was a tremendous success, and that was the international premiere. So the first time ever anywhere outside of Jamaica is in London. And we don't know the role where London and the UK play in a black people struggle, in a Rasta struggle, in a entertainment, in a reggae. So it could not matter a better place. Maya Angelou is a patron for that venue. Miss Lou is our proper hunting goal. Oliver Samuels, all the greats them. So we in a tradition of greatness as well.
Yeah.
So we couldn't find a better place. And so for the first time anyway, so the follow up to that now, because we still know the pathway where our community take. So London to Birmingham Veg is a proper step forward.
Right.
And so certainly Birmingham Veg now will stage the event on the 21st. That is this Friday around the corner now.
Yeah.
The 21st at the Drum. And again, that's a proper place to have it. So
Release them, Babylon, free up the youths. That they say, yeah. Release them, Babylon, I'm talking the truth. What you know? Yo, it's Tenniston live and living color.
Yeah, why. Yeah, this is military saying tune into Michael Mosiah on the Culture Shock Show. Bye.